Hi, I'm Shinobi, and with Memorial Weekend coming up, I thought it'd be a great idea to try and slap together some pork ribs, and do them up and barbecue them out on the grill. Let's go ahead and give it a shot. Welcome to my kitchen. Okay, so this kind of rib recipe is just what the doctor ordered. We're going to go ahead and we are going to marinate our ribs in your doctor of choice. So Dr. Thunder, Dr. Pepper, Dr. Pibb, Dr. whatever you got. We're going to go ahead and marinate it in that. The meat that I'm going to be using today, I did find a nice rack of ribs. I did get it at Walmart. It was like $1.97 a pound, so I was like really excited. The selection, you know, it's all going to be personal preference. I wanted to get a huge piece of meat. That's exactly what I got. And with the holiday, you know, they're going to be running a lot of deals on ribs, especially for Memorial Weekend that this is being taped for. So, you know, go ahead and check out selection. Find some ribs that you want to get going. And get them picked up. I mean, the price, you just can't beat it. You know. So what we're going to do is we are going to salt our meat. I have about 1/4 cup of salt. I mean, this is a huge piece of meat, and I'm kind of regretting it right now because it barely wants to fit in this pan that I have, and I don't have anything bigger. So, but we want to go ahead and make sure that we salt this down really good. Looks like I'm gonna really good. You know, that's gonna help tenderize, you know, give a good flavor to our meat. Yes, this is a huge piece of meat. And now we're gonna go ahead and have some fun here. And we're gonna do just what the doctor ordered. Now, you want to be careful because the doctor is going to kind of react and bubble up quite a bit as we marinate our ribs. We want to make sure that our ribs are submerged. And let's go ahead and put a cover on this. The refrigerator is kind of full, so I had to make a little room. But we're going to look to marinate for a minimum of 2 hours, preferably overnight. Oh, come on. Alright, so after our meat has had plenty of time to soak in the Dr. Pepper goodness or Dr. Thunder goodness, I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna pull it out of the liquid. We're not gonna need the liquid anymore, but hopefully you did not use all your doctor juice, because we're gonna need to have some for our barbecue sauce that we're gonna make. But let's go ahead and pull out our ribs, and we are going to pat this down. Gonna get all the extra juices, big sugar pockets. There's a couple of sugar pockets that got stuck on this piece of meat. There we go, there's our sugar pockets. Now, believe it or not, this is actually going to be better than what you're going to get from your franchised restaurants as far as the health count. Your calorie count is going to be less. Your sodium count is going to be less than what you're going to get when you go to your franchised restaurants. Now, I have a barbecue seasoning here, and we're also going to make sure that we get it seasoned down, you know, get that barbecue flavor locked into our meats. And now we are, we're gonna do a pre-cook before we get to the grill. So what this is gonna help do is, if you have a smoker, that would be great. You can, you know, let it sit on your smoker 6 hours. But I'm gonna go ahead and pre-cook this in the oven at 350 degrees. Add a cup of water to it. To kind of help give a steam approach to it. And then we're going to go ahead and take this foil and we're going to go ahead and try and seal it up really tight. So what we're going to do is basically steam cook, kind of in the oven for 2 hours. And that's going to help, you know, tenderize the meat, kind of cook it down. So really the grilling is going to go ahead and give us a great finish when we get this done. So we'll go ahead and throw this in the oven. Now while that's cooking, we're going to go ahead and get our barbecue sauce ready. This barbecue sauce, we are going to use about 1/2 an onion, and we're going to use a clove of garlic. So we're gonna mince down our onion. Have to excuse my knifing skills. I'm not the most proficient. Let's mince our garlic up really good here. Throw that in the pot too. Alright, let's go ahead and saute this up on the stove. We're going to go ahead and add a tablespoon of oil. I like to use the olive oil. Maybe I'll use a little bit more. Now, when we saute this, we're not looking to brown it. We just really want to kind of get it a little more translucent, kind of pull up the flavor. So we have a really good garlicky, oniony flavor to it. Then we're going to add our 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce, our 2 tablespoons of apple cider, we're going to do a half a cup of ketchup. And then we're going to go ahead and put in our half a cup that we reserved of our Dr. Juice. So we're going to kind of cook this on about a medium heat. Kind of let it simmer. What we really want to do is we want to kind of let it reduce down some of the juice to get a thicker consistency. Alright, so now it's been about 2 hours. We've pulled our ribs out. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we are going to sauce up our ribs. Yeah, this is kind of tricky because this is like 5 pounds of meat here. So I am struggling to be able to work with this monstrosity of meat. Right, so we have plenty of sauce here. So we are going to lather this up really good. Okay, yeah, that's not going to work. We're going to just go ahead and dump some of this awesome sauce on it. And go ahead and spread it around. We're halfway there to the triumph of what this slab of meat is going to become. This will make your Memorial weekend, or any holiday weekend for that matter, simple, easy, and delicious. Alright, let's go ahead and fire up the grill. Some of you may not have seen this before. This is an awesome gadget to help get your charcoal going. So you put the newspaper on the bottom of the cylinder, and then there's a division line, and then you pour your charcoal into the top. And what that does is it kind of creates a little bit of a furnace effect. So you light the newspaper down at the bottom, and it will get your charcoal ready. Alright, so our charcoal is ready. Let's go ahead and spread them out and get our grill in there. Let's go ahead and throw our ribs on the grill. Now, it's really important that you kind of be aware of how hot your grill is. Grill that I have, I mean, this is really hot right now, and usually you want to kind of have a medium temperature. But with it being so hot, it's going to cook really fast. So we make sure that we slather on all our sauce on the other side. And then as we flipped it over, we make sure that we, have our meat really sauteed in our sauce. really kind of sear that flavor into it. And I need something for this 5-pound piece of meat. And that is how you do spare ribs on the grill. Hope you enjoy!